Good evening, Tornado Nation, and thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast against the Taylorville Tornadoes and the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs. My name is Landry Solomon, and I'm joined here by Haley Braun. Sorry.
Thank you, Landry. We have two teams here tonight with opposite records. The Taylorville Tornadoes have a record of 2-4, but winning two of their last three matchups. On the other side, the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs have a record of 4-2 on the season. They've been looking strong so far, but the Tornadoes can definitely give them a run for their money tonight if they play some of their best basketball.
Both teams are warming up here on the court, so don't go anywhere. The game is set to start in 10 minutes. We're going to send it over to our radio commentators for tonight, Anthony Ravecco and Nolia Pauly.
My name is Anthony Ravecco. Thank you, Landry and Haley, for that amazing intro. I'm joined here tonight by Nolia Pauly. Nolia, how are you doing today?
Oh, it's great. It's been a great day. It's a great day to be a Tornado.
Absolutely. It's always a great day to be a Tornado. Taylorville coming into this game with a 2-4 record, having a victory most recently at Jersey High School on Saturday. In that game, Drake Howard led the way, scoring 20 points for an incredible 7 for 8 from two-point range and 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. He was 3 for 4 from the free throw line, continuing a strong showing from him all year. He's been shooting about 85% from the free throw line. Need him to keep that up tonight. Nolia, what do you got?
Brock Brown added 11 points in the game, while Clark Dubin had 8 and Owen Yocker 7. Baron Odom also had a strong game, playing solid defense with 5 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, and 2 block shots.
And after dropping the first 3 games, Taylorville has won 2 of their last 3 and played a respectable game against an outstanding Mount Zion team that only got out of reach in the final quarter. And looking back to last season, they started 0-10, so this has been a much better start for these Taylorville Tornadoes. Drake Howard, though, has been the main scoring threat this season, averaging nearly 17 points a game and shooting 84% from the charity stripe.
Baron Odom has been solid in the middle, doing the little things like rebounding, taking charges, and blocking shots. He's a tough defender and a leader on this team. Brock Brown is improving each week and is second on the team in scoring at just over 10 points per game. Brock and Baron are proving to be a formidable player in the paint at 6'4 and 6'5 respectively. They can change shots and work well with one another to cover the floor.
Let's talk about Mahomet Seymour a little bit. The Bulldogs come in at a record of 4-2 and 3-1 in the Apollo Conference with wins over Mattoon, Charleston, and Effingham. Now, this is a good team that stayed close with Mount Zion, eventually losing by 12, but they only beat Effingham by 4 points, a team that Taylorville feels they should have beaten earlier this month.
Last season, Taylorville was trounced by Mahomet Seymour in their home court 66-18 early in the season, while Howard was out hurt, but shocked the Bulldogs in February with a 65-66 win at the Dolph. If Taylorville can continue with solid defense and timely scoring from Howard and Brown, except this game will be close with a possible upset for the Tornadoes.
Absolutely, and like you said, Taylorville Tornadoes are key for taking those games that feel like they should be out of reach and keeping them close, sometimes even winning. So it'll be an exciting one to see here tonight. Nolia, we saw a crushing defeat for JV earlier, being outscored by around 40 points. What do you think the key is tonight for Taylorville to get a victory here on home?
I think our defense is key right now. They got some height on Mahomet's side. I mean, in warm-ups we saw a kid throw down a dunk, so that's pretty impressive. But, hey, I think our defense is going to be key to winning this game tonight.
Absolutely, and when you got guys like Baron Odom in the paint that can hold his own, we'll see how he does against some of those taller guys that you mentioned. But Brock Brown as well, let's take a quick look at some of his stats. He has been a team leader with 10.2 points per game, but that free throw percentage specifically is just over 50%, and Nolia, that's not great when we compare that to some other team players like Clark Durbin, who has 75% from the free throw line, and Drake Howard, who has 85. So hopefully we can see him step that up a little bit tonight and make some more shots, because Nolia, it's intimidating being a freshman on this team of varsity players so early.
I agree.
Taylorville Tornadoes preparing here, warming up against the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs. We'll see how this Apollo Conference matchup goes. In Purple Rain, Nolia, coming out a bit. It looks like it's whiteout night right now.
Oh, yeah. We got MC Lane Wemple over there. I don't know. What's your opinion on Lane as an MC?
You know, I think he's been doing a good job trying to hype up the crowd, but they're going to need it, especially tonight.
Yeah, tonight is a big game.
Dolph Stanley Court slowly filling up, and I wonder if we'll see the mascot again, Nolia. We saw him a little bit last game.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. They are hosting tryouts for that, though.
I saw it, but it has to remain confidential.
Confidential. So whoever the mascot is, if you're listening to this, please don't let us know. We don't want to know. Maybe it's a real tornado, you know?
Yeah.
It could be.
He just destroys everything in its path.
Yeah, hopefully that's what the Tornadoes do tonight against the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs, who do have a lot of good talent. But we'll have to see. They are taking tryouts, though, for that Tornado. So you have to be 5'9" to 6'1", and you also have to be able to carry 50 pounds and have that load as well. So we'll see who gets that spot. But again, please keep it calm. Matchup. Taylorville again sitting at 2-4, trying to get a win here tonight against the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs, who, although they're sitting at 4-2, which is a couple games better than Taylorville, have a big opportunity here to beat one of their rivals. Purple Rain waving around the purple batons tonight. Great gift from Sports Boosters to help the fans pump them up a little bit. We both just tried to do the drums in this song in the air tonight, but it wasn't time yet. And here come the Taylorville Tornadoes, led out by Drake Howard and Cade Beckmeyer.
We need the camera on us whenever they go to the drum part.
Taylorville Tornadoes coached by head coach Ryan Brown, giving his players high fives and getting ready to go as the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs take the court. Let's look at a few other stat lines for this Taylorville Tornadoes team. Clark Durbin, the senior, who's been getting some good starting time, averaging 6.7 points per game. Olin Yocker is sitting at 3 points per game. Cade Beckmeyer, who does a lot of damage on defense and under the basket, is only sitting at 0.7 points per game, but a lot of his work does come defensively. Besides that, Drake Howard is leading the team in points per game at 16.8. After that, Baron Odom with 4, Malik Pierce with 7. He's been getting a starting spot here recently. And then Brock Brown doing a great job as a freshman, averaging 10 points per game. He's been a big factor in some of those other wins that the Tornadoes got. Yeah, you know, it's a Tuesday night, Aaliyah. You know, almost Christmas time. Super excited that the school, the first semester is almost rounding out. Senior year is almost over. Man, what have you thought about this first semester of school?
Honestly, for me, it was pretty tough. I had 2 pretty challenging college classes this semester, but I made it through. I survived with getting my first 2 B's on a report card.
Wow,
I know.
First 2 B's? Hey, you know what they say, B's get degrees.
It's actually C's get degrees,
C's get
I think.
degrees, but we strive for greatness here.
We do.
At Taylorville High School, so you know we're working through some of those issues as you mentioned, but that's okay. Only one more semester here to go after tomorrow, and we have a couple potlucks going on tomorrow, so I'm excited to see some of that delicious food.
Oh yeah.
You know what are you supplying?
I'm bringing reindeer noses, which are
What's that?
pretzels, and then a Hershey Kiss, and then they're melted down with an M&M.
Sounds amazing. We'll go ahead and step aside here for the national anthem, but thank you guys all for tuning in. After that, we'll be back for amazing game day coverage again. My name is Anthony Rivecco, joined by Aaliyah Polly.
Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs and your Taylorville Tornadoes. At this time, could you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the visitors, the Bulldogs of Mahomet Seymour High School. At 1 forward, a 6'4" junior, number 35, Malachi Nichols. At the other forward, a 6'3" junior, number 23, Jackson Baum. At a guard, a 6'1" senior, number 34, Miles Woolsey. At a guard, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Lucas Dyer. And at guard, a 6' junior, number 1, Landon Hanna. Bulldogs are coached by Adam Schonauer. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. At 1 forward, a 6'4" senior, number 15, Baron Odom. At the other forward, a 6'5" freshman, number 44, Brock Brown. At a guard, a 6' junior, number 23, Malik Pierce. At a guard, a 6' senior, number 2, Clark Durbin. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Drake Howard. The Tornadoes are coached by Ryan Brown, assisted by Doug Boucher, Brenton Michael, Jackson Castleman, and Mike Avera. Officials for this contest are Mark DiMarzio, Rob Sidden, and Ron Tisdale.
Here we go.
There's the tip. Odom wins it. Howard secures, and Taylorville will start with the possession. Howard dribbling down the court over to Durbin. Now to Odom. Odom to Brown in the corner. Brown looking for a man. Pierce cutting, but nothing there. Barron at the top of the key. Howard now loses it, recovers. Now back up to the top of the key. Brown makes a move with his left. Stop floater. In and out, does not fall. Odom recovers, tries to put it back up, but misses. No good. Bulldogs recover, and Landon Hanna takes it up the court. Hanna over to Woolsey. Woolsey back up top of the key. Shoveled over to Dyer. Dyer at the top of the key, looking for something here. Good defense so far, but the Tornadoes being locked up by Brock Brown right now. Back to Hanna, now up to the top of the key. Right hand dribble picked up by Baron Odom. Now the pass inside, and that was the guy we were talking about, Malachi Nichols, who starts scoring for Mahomet.
Looks like both teams are starting off in man-to-man defense. Taylorville is pretty strong in their man-to-man defense, but let's check out Mahomet.
Yeah, we'll see if they have to adjust later in the game. Over to Pierce now. Pierce dribbling with his left, makes a nice spin move. Layup, though, too strong. Recovered by that tall Malachi Nichols. Now back into Nichols. Odom tries to take a charge. No call. That shot is just off the rim. Howard wraps it up. A travel called. Odom wanted a travel there. What did you see?
I thought that it was a travel first, but then they ended up calling it a jump ball.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been a travel, but ultimately the official called a jump ball after Howard was trying to scramble for it. Passing it in is Dyer. He's looking for a man. Eventually finds his man, but it's tipped. Nichols comes away with it for Mahomet. Back up to the near wing. Now back up top for Lucas Bohm. Bohm over to Hanna. Hanna driving in with his left, finds the pass, comes towards us, out of bounds, and there'll be a turnover.
Odom takes a charge.
And Odom is so good at those charges.
He
we see at
is.
least 1 or 2 charges per game from him, and he's great at finding those under the basket. Howard will take it up for the Tornadoes, still looking for their first points, a minute and a half into this ball game. Howard over to Brown, back to Howard. Howard dribbles with his left inside, tries to find Clark Durbin, but a travel is called, and Drake is not pleased with that call.
I don't agree with that call at all, Anthony. I think that Drake had a 1-2 hop, but he didn't walk.
Yeah, close there. But it is a turnover. Bulldogs take over. Now a three-pointer outside the edge. No good. Rebound grabbed by Clark Durbin. He'll push up the floor quickly. Tries to make a move to his right. Finds Brown in the corner. Brown wide open three. Just can't hit. A little bit too short. Recovered by Landon Hanna for the Bulldogs. Hanna over to the top of the key. Now over to the far wing. Being covered by Brock Brown now. He'll drive in with his right hand. Stops, trying to find a man open, but Taylorville good on defense. Poked away, back up to the top to Nichols. Nichols takes a three-pointer. That's too strong. Corralled by Clark and Durbin. Not a lot of scoring here, only 2 points so far this quarter.
Clark's looking strong on the rebounds.
Absolutely, it's nice to see him getting down low as Howard corrals it. Now back over to Pierce. Pierce on the far wing, dribbling inside, finds Clark underneath the basket. He loses it for a second, goes out to Barron. Barron back to Pierce, the top of the key. Howard wanting it. Pierce behind the back move. Nice spin move there. Makes a man miss. Falls over, but gets it out to Durbin. Durbin a three and cannot connect. Taylorville still looking for their first points. 3 minutes into this game. Mahomet has it now. Bohm with it, looking for a man. Finds a cutting player. Now back out. Three, no good. Howard recovers. Still with 2 points on the board right now. Howard, nice spin move. Drives into the lane, to the hoop, and puts it in. Drake Howard for two. Ties this game up. It's 2-2. Landon Hanna now takes it back from Mahomet. Over to Woolsey. Woolsey, spin move, over to Nichols. Nichols in the paint, gets it tipped away by Clark Durbin. He scrambles for it, but he tips it out of bounds. Mahomet will retain possession. Nice job there by Durbin to keep his hand on it. Unfortunately, just couldn't corral it.
Looks like we got number 31, Jack Stell coming in for number 35, Malachi Nichols.
Yeah, nice to see Nichols get out of there. He was a force under the paint. Hanna now with it for Mahomet. Purple Rain letting him know. Long three, too strong. Rebound tries to be swatted out with a big block there. Underneath the basket. Mahomet keeps it. Durbin tips it away. Has one man to beat. Loses it for a minute. Pokes it back up. Blocked by his own man, Pierce, who was under the hoop. And Coach Brown upset with that play. It looked like Clark Durbin came away with it, but ran into Malik Pierce under the basket.
Yeah, it's always tough whenever you run into your own player when trying to score.
Yeah, had an open look there, but Pierce was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It happens.
Taylorville trying to get some momentum going, though. 2-2 right now. Bulldogs and Landon Hanna will take it back up the court, be guarded by Drake Howard. Same starting five in for Taylorville. Mahomet only one substitution so far. Taylorville bench and Purple Rain clapping it up for the Tornadoes defense now. Hanna at the top of the key. That's over to Woolsey. Woolsey drives in, can't make it. Barron takes it now, quick up the floor to Drake Howard. Drake Howard for three. No good off the front iron. Recovered by Stell. And a timeout will be called by Mahomet. All right, after that timeout, score still tied here. Two to two here. Mahomet's Landon Hanna again with it. Hanna dribbling up the court, being guarded by Howard. Over to the far wing now. Pass inside, Mahomet not able to get anything going on offense. Crowd letting him know about it. Working inside now, being guarded by Brown and Odom. Odom goes up with it, forces the air ball around it, falls down. Recovered by Pierce on the floor. Pierce, spin move, turning up the floor, over to Howard. Howard in the corner. He connects for a three.
Nice solid pass coming from Malik Pierce over there for the assist.
Absolutely, those passes make or break games. And right now, Taylorville is looking good. Some momentum going right now, forcing the turnovers. Howard lockdown defense on Hanna. In the corner, guarded by Malik Pierce. Spin move now. Can't get anything going. Fade away. Does fall. Mahomet finds the basket. Taylorville still leading 5-4. Drake Howard bringing it up the court.
Coach Brown's encouraging his team to cut off baseline for Mahomet so they can't drive in, and I think our team is doing a really, really good job at that right now.
Great way to notice that. Durbin goes in, but is fouled from behind. And Clark Durbin will head to the line to shoot two. We'll see who that foul comes in on. It was Landon Hanna, his second foul of the game. I have it right here. I don't know. Durbin connects on his first free throw, making it 6-4. Clark Durbin connects on his second free throw, making it a 7-4 game. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Now it's number 30, Lucas Dyer, taking it up for Mahomet. And again, the bench in Purple Rain letting him know. Going up now, straight up with Brock Brown and connecting. That was Mahomet's 23, Jackson Bohm. Howard now with it, over to Durbin. Howard taking it, driving in, spin move, looking for somebody, finds Brown along the edge, almost travels, but gets it off to Howard for a three. He connects for another one. Howard's second three, making it 10-4. Howard with 8 points already in this game. Lucas Dyer with it, he shovels it off now. Bohm with it, driving inside, goes up top to Nolan Franz. Franz now over back to the far wing. He has it being guarded by two Taylorville players. A drive in, right-hand side, and a charge. That's one from Drake Howard that time.
Coach Brown is hype right now. He is on his toes. He is jumping up and down. He is cheering on his teammates. It's great to see.
And the energy from Purple Rain as well. They're bringing it loud tonight. Taylorville still leading by 4. Under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Drake Howard, after taking the charge, will bring it up the court. Howard over to Brown. Brown driving in, tries to go up with it, but it's knocked out of his hands by Mahomet, but Taylorville will keep the ball.
You know, at the start of the game, I said that our defense is what's going to cause us to win this game, and we were playing really well defense right now.
Yeah, limiting to Mahomet, 6 points only so far in this first quarter. Inbound now to Brock Brown. He does a spin move. Floater can't find the hoop. Rebound, Mahomet. Bringing it up the floor now is Dyer. Dyer outside. That is Stell. Stell misses the three-point shot. Brown trying to corral it. Tries to hit it off Mahomet. And looks like he must have made contact. No, he did not. Mahomet will keep the possession on their end. The inbound is into Stell, but stolen away from Howard. A foul called quickly. Nice play there by Drake Howard to get that possession and then force the foul on Mahomet.
For Mahomet, we got number 35, Malachi Nichols, subbing back in, as well as number 5, Paxton O'Malley coming back in as well.
That foul looks like it was on Bohm, his second of the game. Mahomet very quickly picking up a few fouls in this one. Clark Durbin over on the far wing now. He'll find Howard, can't save it, and it goes out of bounds on Taylorville. Mahomet will keep it. Now the bench wanted to travel on that play, but it looks like it will end up being a foul on instead on number 3, Owen Yonker. Mahomet eventually is able to inbound now.
Looks like Barron caught a slap to the wrist on number 35 going up with it.
Yeah, and that's just one of those plays where you finish at the rim. Shooting 2 at the free throw line now is Lucas Dyer. Dyer connects for his first, cutting the lead to 3. He connects on his second as well. 10-8 ball game. Drake Howard trying to get something else going for the Tornadoes here. Howard shelves it over to Durbin. Durbin on the far wing, trying to find Yonker. Yonker being guarded though well. Beckmeyer now into it, has a floater, and it falls.
Purple Rain is hyped for Cade right now.
Yeah, they're loving to see the big man get some points in there. Leprechaun sitting on their end for that one, but nonetheless falls. Just under 30 seconds to go. Mahomet Seymour now trying to get something going, but a foul was called, and Purple Rain does not like that call at all, Malia. That one was called on Beckmeyer. A push in the paint. Must have gotten a hand on him. 24 seconds to go. Bulldogs looking to inbound. Finds Nichols. Nichols trying to go up with it, but finds his man out on the edge. Over to O'Malley. O'Malley has 15 seconds. Back up top, Lucas Dyer. Purple Rain getting hyped. They're going to hold for the last shot. 10 seconds to go. Dyer has it. Dyer calling for Mahomet. Nichols getting low in the paint. Can't get anything going. 5 seconds to go. Nichols with it again up top. 2 seconds left. 1 second. The fadeaway shot. And it's no good. Taylorville hyped up. They'll retain the lead 12-8 as we go into the second quarter, as that concludes the first. Taylorville leading 12-8 against the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs. Great first quarter there played by Taylorville. And Leah, like you said, the defense becoming a big factor. What did you think about them being able to limit Mahomet to 8 points?
I think that's really impressive for us, especially because we got number 35, Malachi Nichols, who is towering over Baron Odom. That's impressive. Baron is taking charges. Drake's taking charges. Like, it's just nice. Like, it's good to see them connect on defense.
And that's a great point. Like you mentioned, Baron Odom, we talked about, sitting at 6'4" right now. So Nichols towering over him, but he's been doing a great job in the paint, recovering those rebounds and making the most of it.
Happy golden birthday, Kaylee.
Yeah, Kaylee, shout out to you. You were on the Jumbotrons here. Happy golden birthday. Owen Yonker will come over to inbound for the Tornadoes. Pierce will begin with it, and here we go, start of the second quarter.
Looks like we got a different lineup coming into the second quarter. We got Malik Pierce, Clark Durbin, Brock Brown, Owen Yonker, and Cade Beckmeyer starting for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, a little bit of a different group here. Coach Brown getting some players, a rest over there, like you mentioned. Baron Odom, Drake Howard currently on the bench. We'll see how this lineup can stack up against the Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs. 12-8, Mahomet Seymour has it now. A wide open three won't go. That was for Nolan Franz. Rebound Taylorville. Brock Brown bringing it up the court now. Gets it over to Durbin. Durbin at the top of the key, over to Pierce. Pierce through the legs again. Now we'll reset. Finds Brown at the top of the key, thinks about shooting it, now goes over to Durbin. Durbin over to Yonker. Yonker moves behind his back, looking for a cutting player, but being harassed by Mahomet. And that one will be a foul. Looks like it'll be on Paxton O'Malley. Was reaching in a little bit too hard and got a piece of Owen Yonker. That'll be his first foul of the game, and Shea Champley coming in to take Yonker's spot.
I think one of the things that kind of goes unnoticed, and maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but one of the most aggressive players that Taylorville has is Cade Beckmeyer. He will throw elbows with you, and he will fight till he is bleeding or on the ground or something.
Absolutely, well said. Beckmeyer has it, now over to Pierce. Pierce trying to make something happen, spin moves inside, goes up for the lay, off the right side of the backboard though, and Mahomet recovers. 1 minute down here in the second quarter. Nichols trying to back up Cade Beckmeyer. Beckmeyer not letting him have it in the paint. Spin move, finds under the basket. Woolsey, he can't put it in, but gets his own rebound and then does put it in. That'll make it a 12-10 ball game. Taylorville, though, still has the lead. Pierce with it now, over to Brown. Brown driving in quickly, a little jump stop. It falls, the layup for Brock Brown. He makes it 14-10.
Malik allowing that play to happen. Malik has some of the smoothest handles on Taylorville.
Absolutely.
Like, he is very clean with everything he does.
It's so fun to watch him out there. Now a long pass over into the corner. That is Dyer, won't go. Rebound Brown. Brown taking it up the court now. He'll look inside, was almost stolen away by Mahomet, but he loses it out of bounds, and Taylorville will keep it. Drake Howard and Baron Odom looks like they're going to go ahead and come back into this game.
Coming in for Cade Beckmeyer and Shea Champley.
Howard will look to inbound. Finds Pierce underneath the basket. He'll dribble it back out. Finds Odom underneath the paint. Mahomet, though, able to corral it. And Aaliyah, you wanted to travel on that play from Paxton O'Malley, who was on the floor.
He was flopping around on the floor like that's a travel.
Flopping around on the floor. Well said. O'Malley now will take it back up, dish it out in the corner now. Long three-pointer, and it will rattle in. That was O'Malley for three, his first 3 points of the game. Howard with it, jump stop out to Baron Odom. Odom finds Brown underneath it, can't hold on to it, but goes back up for the floater, and it'll just dribble out. Long three-pointer again from Mahomet. This time it won't fall. Pierce rips it out. Then it will be Taylorville ball.
Looks like Drake Howard's bringing it up.
Howard looking for a man here, dishes it off to Pierce. Pierce on the far wing. Finds Howard underneath the basket. He'll take a dribble, turn, go up, fouled, and one. Drake Howard gets the and one. He'll get a chance at a three-point play. A nice move underneath the basket to draw contact and still somehow put it in. Howard already has 10 points in this game.
Number 30 checking in. Lucas Dyer coming in for number 5, Paxton O'Malley for Mahomet.
Howard connects on his free throw, making it a 17-10 game in favor of the Tornadoes. Hannah back into this game for Mahomet. Yeah, great defense from the Tornadoes, really locking up this Bulldogs team. Now a wide open Stell under the basket, who goes up and finds an and one for himself.
You could hear that smack from coming from Malik. It happens though, it's all right. Just trying to stop it. Tight game here. Taylorville leading 17-15, and 31 is putting up 2 right now, so let's hope he doesn't get them.
Let's hope he does not get them. Indeed. You know, we try to respect both teams around here, but, I mean, come on, it's Tommy TV. What do you expect? And it is off the mark. Howard brings it up the court now, finds Baron Odom, dribbling with his right, driving underneath the basket, but is short. Might have wanted to foul there. Mahomet bringing it up the floor quickly. Dishes it off to Woolsey. Woolsey on the far wing. Dribbles in past Clark Durbin, takes a couple steps, but blocked by Baron Odom. And it will go out of bounds. A little bit of confusion there. Hannah wanted a foul on that play, but looks like it was just out of bounds on Taylorville. Up at the top of the key now for Jackson Bohm. Bohm sends it over to Hannah. Hannah now shoves Drake Howard over. No call. Long three-pointers. Off the mark. Brown with the rebound. Drake Howard fell on that play. Wanted a call, but didn't get it. No harm, no foul, though. Brock Brown takes it up. 17-15 ball game. It's been a good one so far. Dolph Stanley Court. Howard now. Long three-pointer. Bang! Drake Howard connects and makes it a 20-15 in favor of Taylorville.
I think that's his third 3 of the night.
I think you're right, Aaliyah. Big shot from him. And a couple of Mahomet players fell over onto each other. We'll see who it's on. Purple Rain not liking that call.
Brown is over there. Mad at the call.
Yeah.
It looks like there was a foul called on the Taylorville player.
Yeah, not sure what happened. It looks like it was 2 Mahomet players going up for it. So maybe we'll have a chance to look at that replay. But besides that, a timeout is called, so we'll take a quick break here. Taylorville leading by 5. And, I mean, they've played a great second quarter as well, Nelia. What have you seen so far from Taylorville that's given them the lead?
Yet again, the defense is going crazy. Mahomet's defense, it's not the worst right now, and they're still keeping up with Taylorville. I mean, we only do have a 5-point lead, but both teams are really playing hard, and they're playing great right now.
And to limit this Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs team, who has a lot of offensive weapons like Malachi Nichols and Landon Hanna, is great for the Tornadoes. We'll get a chance here to look at a few replays as Clark Durbin had saved that one off the Mahomet Seymour players. So just little plays like that as well to keep Taylorville into it. Every play matters, and right now they're doing a great job of keeping themselves in it. Just have to see the momentum continue.
Looks like we got a new timeout show coming from the cheerleaders. Looks like they're holding baskets for them to throw their pom-poms in for Purple Rain.
Yeah, you know, some of the Purple Rain, it's clear why they don't play basketball, but either way, it's fun to see a new game every once in a while. And I think we'll have Chuckaduck here at halftime as well, so stay tuned for that because that's always fun. All right, let's bring it back to basketball now. It's Dyer to inbound, looking for someone open. Finds Jack Stell at the top of the key. Now over on the far wing, being clamped up by Baron Odom. Bohm shifts it over now, hand at the top of the key, fakes a three. Now back to the top here for Bohm. Great Taylorville defense. Purple Rain letting him know. Driving there was Lucas Dyer. He can't hit it. Taylorville comes away with the rebound. Clark Durbin snagged that one and hands it over to Drake Howard. Howard dribbling it up now. Drake Howard doing great so far in this game, but just as I say that, loses it, somehow gets it over to Pierce. Pierce drives in, right-hand layup, does fall.
That was impressive. We were rolling on the ground, saving the ball. Malik with a nice save and put it in for 2.
Oh, and what a steal right there. Clark Durbin over to Drake Howard. Durbin goes up for it, can't connect on the dunk. Tried to get up there, but Howard was right behind him to put it in. Almost a throwdown from Clark Durbin, Nelia. Hanna will take it back up the court. A lot of momentum here for Taylorville. Hanna being locked up at the top of the key by Howard. He'll drive in, shovels it out. Clark Durbin tries to rip it away, but can't get it. Fakes the three-pointer now. That's Miles Woolsey who goes in for it and connects. The bench wanted a charge, but they don't get it. 24-17.
Not sure how there wasn't a charge called there. Baron Odom was set, and he fell over because he was ran into, so I'm not really sure what the call was there, but we didn't get anything from it. So.
Yeah, and Baron is so crucial for taking a lot of charges. Three-pointer was missed by Brock Brown, but Hanna now sitting with it at the top of the key. Now stolen again by Drake Howard. He'll push up the floor quickly as Baron Odom with him. Shoves it off to Odom. Odom tries to slam it down, but a foul was called. Nelia, that's the second time we almost saw a dunk go down.
I think we're going to get one tonight.
I hope we get one. Clark Durbin almost had it when he was wide open, and Baron Odom went up with one hand. As we'll take a look at this replay, as you see, goes up with one hand and almost got it, but was fouled on the way up. He'll shoot 2 at the line. An exciting game so far, Nelia.
I've seen Brock Brown dunk. I've seen Drake get pretty close to dunking. I've seen Baron dunk. I've seen Malik get pretty close to dunking, and I've seen Clark dunk before. So, hey, it's bound to happen at some point, Anthony.
It is bound to happen here. Knocking at the door. Odom, a 63% free throw shooter. He connects on the second one, 1 for 2 from the stripe. Tornadoes leading by 8.
Meanwhile, Mahomet just put in a whole new lineup. We got number 5, Paxton O'Malley. Number 35, Malachi Nichols. Number 13, I think, Gavin Bailey. Number 3, Nolan Franz. And who am I missing here? I think that might be it.
Yeah, I think you got most of them there. Leah's swerving all over the place trying to see who she might have missed. But I don't think you got him.
Oh, nope. I think number 15 as well, Ryan Pruitt.
There you go. Ryan Pruitt, we don't want to forget about you out there, bud. That was Franz who hit not Franz, O'Malley, who hit both free throws, making it a 25-19 ball game. 6-point lead for the Tornadoes. Drake Howard now putting some moves on, but Mahomet doing a pretty good job staying centralized to him. Shea Champley back in the game. He gets it now down low to Clark Durbin. He fakes the man, goes up for the shot, and too strong. Rattles out, and a foul will now be called after an elbow throw on Mahomet, and Purple Rain is fired up.
Mahomet looking for a quick stop here as we got 1:45 left on the clock.
Mahomet was not happy with that call, elbow throw, but it looks like he did get Durbin. Shea Champley will inbound it now, finds Brock Brown, who stops. Quick three, up with it, and it's good! Brock Brown nails the three, makes it 28-19. And a travel call. Taylorville, with some stellar defense, forces another turnover.
This is a great game, Anthony. We're almost up by 10. This is great.
Amazing game so far from the Tornadoes. Had to keep up this momentum. A minute 30 left. Drake Howard has it for Taylorville. Gets it over to Shea Champley. Champley being guarded by Franz. Back up to the top of the key. Finds Howard wide open in the corner. He'll take a shot. In and out. Odom rips it away though. Brown has it under the basket. This ref's in the way, but that's okay. Now back over to Shea Champley. He'll kick it out to Baron Odom. Back to Brown at the top of the key. Clark Durbin has it.
At some point, Barron is going to be wide open for a three like he was in that corner there, and he's going to shoot it, and he's going to make it. I'm telling it. I'm calling it right now.
Calling it right now. Mark Creward shall make it eventually. Durbin almost had that floater, but was calling for the travel. Thank you again all for tuning in on Tommy TV. We appreciate to have you for this exciting one. Under a minute to go here. Taylorville, leading by 9, goes out of bounds.
Taylorville ball!
What a game, and Purple Rain is bringing this energy as well as the bench and the fans here at Dolph Stanley Court. Another turnover for Taylorville. 45 seconds to go. Drake Howard leading the charge up the court.
Anthony, do you think we attempt to score in these 40 seconds, or do you think we just hold the ball? Looks like we're attempting to score.
I think we keep the momentum going, and if we find an opportunity, go for it, but don't rush anything. Howard, though, is taking his time at the top of the key and now drives in. Comes back out, trying to get someone to go to. Finds Brock Brown. Brown back to Howard now. 20 seconds to go.
Oh, Clark was ready in the corner.
Howard has it now on the far wing again. 10 seconds to go. He'll find Brown. Brown driving in with his left. Will go up for it and connects. Brock Brown then get 30-19. 2 seconds left. Clark Durbin takes it. Is fouled at the rim. He'll get 2 shots.
Great play from Clark Durbin there. Now he's got 2 shots.
Yeah, almost had it and one. And now with 0.7 seconds to go, a crucial turnover for Mahomet that could ultimately continue this Taylorville Tornadoes lead, as Clark Durbin will get 2 attempts from the free throw line. Clark Durbin shooting 75% from the line this season, but the first one does rattle out.
0.7 seconds left on the clock. Taylorville up by 11.
Clark Durbin with his second free throw. Connects, 31-19.
Great half so far, Anthony, and I hope that the Tornadoes can keep up their energy.
You guys saw it on the broadcast. All right, we will go ahead and send it over now to our friends on the sideline, 31-19 in favor of Taylorville.
Welcome to the Tommy TV Halftime Report. The score is 31-19 with the Tornadoes in the lead. Make sure to stay tuned for second half score changes in action.
You're money. 1, 2, 3. Chuck your
Rubber
ducks.
ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Bo-bo-bo-dee-o, rubber ducky, joy of joys. When I squeeze you, you make noise. Rubber ducky, you're my very best friend, it's true. Oh, every day when I make my way to the tubby, I find a little fella who's cute and yellow and chubby. Rub-a-dub-dubby, rubber ducky, you're so fine. And I'm lucky that you're mine. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Hey, rubber ducky, would you like me to scrub your back with my nifty little scrub brush? You would? Okay, how's this? Hey, you want me to scrub behind your ears? Oh, I see. You don't have any ears, do you? Well, how about your tummy? Scrub his little ducky tummy.
Our winner tonight, Jacob Campbell. We also have a birthday to celebrate in the house. Cheerleader Kaylee Hendrickson celebrating her golden birthday today. Happy birthday to her.
Welcome back here to Tommy TV. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Anthony Rebecca, joined by Malia Polly and Malia. The Tornadoes have had an amazing first half. What have you seen out there so far? Defense, offense, both of it?
Well, Taylorville's defense is working their butts off. Like, they are playing really, really well. Defense is winning us games right now, and I'm going to stick by that.
Yeah, defense has been really solid so far for the Tornadoes, holding this Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs team to only 19 points. That has been crucial for getting them this far. What do you want to see when they come out into the second half? What can they continue to do or improve on to secure this win?
Well, personally, I want to see someone throw down a dunk tonight, Anthony. I think it's going to happen.
I think we all do, and we've been close. We've been really close. So we'll see. We had a few photos taken over here on Tommy Photo, and wow, that is great. Guys, make sure to go check out Tommy Photo at some point as well if you haven't. They take some stellar game day pictures of all the action. Got a couple of us down here commentating, and I'm sure that they have some great action shots from your favorite players. Let's take a look at some of these highlights here from the Tornadoes. As you see, Malik Pierce grabbing that one. A couple loose balls down on the floor. And yeah, as you see, just these scrappy plays, all of it that counts, moving into that motion, just making something happen for the Tornadoes. And Nalia, I feel like there's something big going on tomorrow,
Yeah,
but I just can't put my finger on it.
I can't think about it.
There's something big. What is? What?
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
CEO is hosting a
CEO.
Christmas bingo night.
Christmas bingo night. Tell them a little bit about it.
Well, tomorrow night they're hosting a bingo night from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Moose Lodge in Taylorville. It's going to be a night full of fun. We got some great prizes. It's all led by CEO students, so if you want to come and check it out, come and see us tomorrow night at the Moose.
Night full of fun. You said it right there. Can't wait for that. We'll also have some hot cocoa there. So if you're a hot cocoa fan, come on out, grab yourself a cup, and enjoy.
You'll get to see me and Anthony also, so that's a plus, right?
That's worth it, I think. That's just the cherry.
That's the only reason that you should go,
That's
honestly.
the cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Taylorville players coming back out to take the court here as the warm-ups wind on down. Take a look at some numbers here for the Tornadoes. Drake Howard leading the scoring with 16 points. He's been lighting it up with a few threes earlier in this game, as well as Brock Brown, who has 7 points. So it's nice to see the freshman out there feeling that confidence again, and it's not like this is new for him. I mean, he's been averaging 10 per game, so we'll see if he can do even better than that. Right now, he's sitting at 7, so it's a good number for him so far.
Yeah, at first, his shots weren't necessarily falling, but he's just getting stronger and more confident as the game continues to progress and as the season continues to progress, and I think that that's awesome.
Like you said, the handles from Malik Pierce have been looking smooth tonight. We'll see how he continues to do that. And Purple Rain, I mean, they've been hyping him up tonight. A great crowd out here from Purple Rain, letting Mahomet Seymour know that they're not here to mess around. And it is a little bit of a big deficit, but Taylorville has to stay on their toes. They cannot take their foot off of the gas now.
I totally just marked on my face with a pen, but that's fine. Shout out to Coach Hannigan, who's in the house, and Mr. Mateer up there. It's great to see those guys up there. Coach Mateer is getting loud, and you can hear him all the way over here when we get a nice play or a nice defensive possession.
One of the loudest teachers, if not the loudest teacher at the high school.
I personally think that he is probably the loudest, yeah. We should make an award for that.
Loudest teacher at the high school.
Yep.
There you go. Sounds like a good award. Anyways, warm-ups are winding down here under a minute to go as the players converge in their huddles respectively.
I'm currently checking to see if I have ink on my eyeball because I marked on my face.
I think you're
with a
good
pen.
right now, but we'll keep you guys updated at home on the status of that.
Guys, no ink on my eyelid.
It's okay. Malia, again, thank you for joining us not in Tommy TV, but doing a great job here in some commentary tonight. Doing some more Tommy TV personalized commentary. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. It's a lot of fun.
All right, here we go. Timer winds down, and we will begin the second half. Baron Odom ready to inbound. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors. Oh, wait, we don't have any sponsors here on Tommy TV, just bona fide basketball action. Baron Odom throws them to Drake Howard. Here we go.
Let's hope that Taylorville can keep up the same energy that they had in the first half.
Pierce over to Odom. Back up to Pierce on the wing. Pierce feeds into Drake Howard. Howard with a nice spin move under the basket and rolls it in. Howard continues right where he left it off, making it 33-19.
Honestly, I feel like that should have been an and one. He was shoved pretty hard after that play.
Hannah with it now for the Bulldogs. He tosses it over to the corner. That is Bone driving in. And a charge again taken. Was that Drake Howard?
That was Drake Howard, second one of the night.
Second one of the night, and Taylorville really utilizing their bodies under the basket to draw the Bulldogs into them. Makes a nice play there. So Taylorville keeping their foot on the gas right now as it seems, and Drake Howard will take it up the court. Loses it off a foot. Goes out of bounds on Drake Howard. He makes a case, but forgets about it. Mahomet Seymour will take over after that turnover.
You know, I think that one thing that Taylorville is either really good at or they're really bad at some nights is just moving on from a missed play. You know, they continue to just work to better themselves the next play and they get the points.
That's a great
I think that
point.
that's something that makes Taylorville different than a lot of other teams, because some teams like to just sit and ponder on that mistake that they had made.
Yeah, you've always got to move forward to the next play. That was Nichols who loses it under the basket, and Taylorville will recover. Nichols is a big body under the basket. He was the one that we mentioned. Looked like he was towering over the 6'4" Odom, but he couldn't corral it right there. Taylorville will take the possession. Drake Howard working on Lucas Dyer, moves past him now quickly out to the corner. Brock Brown, long three, no good. Rebound Howard, he'll drive in, floater, connects. Drake Howard continues the scoring. He's got 20 points tonight. Oh my goodness.
20 points and it's only the third quarter. It's great.
That was how many he scored in his last game. Right now, already has more. Clark Durbin behind the back, spin move pass as he stole it away under to Brown, underneath the basket. Left hand layup falls.
Anthony, I'm going to be completely honest here. I feel like Taylorville is outworking Mahomet right now.
Oh, absolutely. Every small play like that one you just saw by Durbin making it count, and they're not slowing up anytime soon. Mahomet underneath the basket. Baron Odom, though, went up a little bit too early, couldn't stop his momentum, and ended up falling on Lucas Dyer.
Coach Brown over there telling Baron to stay on your feet. Great advice there. Stay on your feet.
Great
don't
advice.
Foul.
Stay
don't
on your
smack.
feet, guys. Don't foul, don't smack. Just went up a little bit too early, fell for that pump fake. Dyer's first rolls in. 37-20 in favor of your Taylorville Tornadoes. Again, thank you all for tuning in on Tommy TV tonight. Anthony Reveco with Malia Pauly on the call.
Looks like we got number 5, Paxton O'Malley, coming in for Dyer. Malik Pierce driving up with the ball.
Dyer getting his rest. He shovels it over to Howard. Howard, right hand, no good, but Clark right behind him, almost slammed it in.
That was insane. You know, another thing that our team has, they have some vertical jumps.
That's what I was about to say.
Every single person can jump on this team.
Some amazing hops, absolutely. Drake Howard now locking him up, now back to the top of the key. Brock Brown, double team. Purple Rain getting into it now. The shovel pass underneath to Nichols. Nichols being guarded by Odom and Pierce. Now back out to the top of the key, over to O'Malley. O'Malley to the corner to Hannah. Long three-pointer, rattles in.
If I'm not mistaken, and I'll have to watch next time Taylorville's on defense, I'm pretty sure that we have shifted into a zone defense, Anthony.
That might be working a little bit better as Clark Durbin gets swatted by Nichols. Howard thought about shooting it, but takes it back up to Brown. Getting direction now from Coach Brown. Shovels it in wide open, gets a floater, but no good off the back iron.
Also, Anthony, I'm pretty sure Mahomet has shifted into his zone as well.
Both teams making that adjustment, as you noted.
Oh, no.
Clark Durbin guarding Hannah, but a foul was called before that. Baron Odom hit the deck. We'll have to see what the call is here from our referee. And it will be against the Bulldogs. Taylorville will inbound. It looked like Baron Odom hit the deck somewhere, and off the ball foul on that play. Not sure exactly what happened.
Looks like Mahomet's setting up a press, trying to stop the ball quicker, but we broke it last time. I hope we do it again.
Yeah, Taylorville with a 15-point lead now, getting into the depths of the third quarter. Mahomet has to try and make something happen here if they want a chance of getting back into this one. Odom now swings it back out to Howard, fakes the three-pointer, drives it back out to Odom now in the far corner. Now being scrambled by Mahomet, gets it stolen, but was dribbled out of bounds.
So much momentum coming from both teams, Anthony. So much. We're seeing people slip and slide all over this court tonight.
Yeah, it looks like like you said, a slip and slide out there right now. Both teams trying to gain possession. Pierce now on the far wing, drives in with his left, jump stop, goes back up and trials it in. 41-24, Malik Pierce with a nice move.
Taylorville in man-to-man defense, so I was wrong, guys. Sorry, my bad.
All is forgiven as Hannah drives in now underneath the basket to Woolsey. And Woolsey puts it in for two, 26-41. Howard now, and Pierce trying to break that press defense. Over to Brown, they get it through. Clark Durbin wide open underneath the basket. He puts it in.
Smart passes make smart plays, Anthony.
Great phrase right there. Those were some great passes that we saw from Taylorville. At the top for Stell. Stell down, shoveling it over, being guarded by Baron Odom and Drake Howard. The double team ripped away by Odom. Odom being pushed away, and Taylorville comes out with it. Baron Odom and Drake Howard had some great double team defense right there on Mahomet.
Mahomet, I think, is turning into a little bit more of a physical team this half. We're seeing shoving, we're seeing elbowing, we're seeing it all, but nothing's being called, and that's all right.
Yeah, they're trying to get some things going by being more physical, but so far Taylorville has kept their foot on the gas. A low pass underneath the basket that was intended for Clark, and Drake Howard says, my bad. Wasn't a good play there as he was highly guarded under the hoop.
Anthony, it wasn't a good play because it wasn't a smart pass.
Wasn't a smart, you know, we're seeing all the dots connect right now. It's all coming together. Smart passes make smart plays.
Stick to it.
Stick to it. Drake Howard tries to go for the pick from behind, but can't get it to fall.
Looks like that was number 23, Jackson Bohm.
Yeah, good eye. Bohm picking up his 4th point of the game.
There we go.
And what'd you see right there?
Well, at first I saw 23 come in with a little bit of a shove, a little bit of an elbow, but then we finally got the foul called on number 1 on the Mahomet side, which is Landon Hanna.
Yeah, Drake Howard's being pushed all over the place there. And that is Hannah's 3rd foul of the game. Pierce trying to corral it, but Coach Brown will call a timeout to reset his players. Again, thank you all for tuning in on Tommy TV this Tuesday evening. The girls are playing an away game right now, so we'll keep you guys updated on scores as we hear them, if we hear them. Man, it has been a great 3rd quarter so far for the Taylorville Tornadoes, keeping that lead strong. Currently leading by 15. Taylorville will inbound the ball, specifically Baron Odom, who finds Drake Howard on the near wing. Dribbles into the corner, finds Brown underneath the basket, loses it for a moment, trying to recover, but Mahomet comes away with it, some strong hands in the paint. Mahomet pushing the floor quickly now. Driving in with the right, being guarded well by Brown, dishes it out, guarded by Howard now. Dribbling into the lane, going up with it with the right, and connecting. 43-30. Yonker trying to break that press defense, finds Clark Durbin, who shoots a 3, can't get it to go off the right iron. Yonker, though, recovers it and is fouled by Gavin Bailey. Bailey with just a little bit too much contact there.
Looks like Taylorville is beating Mattoon girls 45-8 right now.
Wow, and you know, that was a great score update. Thank you, Nalia, on that one. Taylorville girls team has been looking promising this season, so it's nice to see them also looking at an Apollo Conference win. But back to home here on Dolph Stanley Court. Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs under the basket, goes up, but is met by 3 Tornadoes. Owen Yonker coming away with it, pushing the court quickly, does a Euro step, goes up for it, and is fouled as he goes up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Anthony, who do you think is the fastest person on varsity?
Gosh, it's hard to say. There are so many quick guys. Clark Durbin's definitely one of the faster players, but I've seen Malik Pierce run too, and he's got some speed. Who would you say?
I was thinking Owen.
Owen's quick too.
Owen is like, he is fast and he comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, like you said, can come up with the ball quickly, just all of a sudden he's down the court.
But I will say, with Malik Pierce, like, I don't know what happened there, but Barron just slipped and fell.
It's slippery out there sometimes,
yeah,
okay?
It is. No shame. But Malik Pierce, like, he's not only, like, fast just running, like, his handles are fast. Like, his passes are fast. Like, smart passes.
Smooth like butter.
Yep.
Like a criminal undercover, some would say.
Smooth like butter.
Forcing a turnover now as Clark Durbin tries to get the ball back, and Mahomet recovers. Now shoveled underneath the Bohm. Bohm goes up, guarded by Barron. No good. Rebound, Brock Brown. Taylorville leading 46-30.
Coming out this half, it's looking like Brock Brown's looking more comfortable out there on the court.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He has 11 points now. Howard still sitting at 20. Those two collected most of the scoring here for the Tornadoes tonight. Now it's over to Yonker. Yonker finds Odom on the far wing. Odom now into Brown. Brown finds Durbin on the far side. He'll take a three, and he connects.
Great shot coming from Clark. And you know, it's great whenever Mahomet's defense collapses because that leaves someone open, and Clark was open in that corner for that three.
Odom telling the crowd to get on their feet and get loud. Odom tries to take a charge, but it's missed anyway. Brown comes away with the rebound. He's pushing the floor quickly. Finds Durbin over again in the corner. He'll shoot another one in and out. Mahomet with the rebound, being harassed by Howard and Yonker. Pushing it up the floor there, almost losing it. The reverse layup is no good. Brown now gets it tipped up in the air. Durbin, though, somehow comes away with it. A 2-on-1 under the basket, shovels it over to Yonker. Yonker finding Drake Howard. Resetting over to Brown, 20 seconds remaining, and he'll hold it and set up a play here over to Howard. Howard being guarded by Nolan Franz. Howard switches hands back into the top of the key, finds Yonker underneath the basket, tries to make a spin move, loses it, but recovered by Brown. Brown up to the top of the key. Howard with a long three. It's good! Oh my!
Is that his fourth or fifth, Anthony?
I've lost track at this point, Leah. All I know is that he has a lot of points, and the Tornadoes are leading by 22.
Wow.
Oh my goodness,
We
that's
got
his
Taylorville
23rd.
fans on their feet right now.
Oh yeah, what a third quarter
Meanwhile,
by the Tornadoes.
Anthony, we look behind
We
us
look behind
and we
us.
have silence.
And it's sad. It's sad behind us. Don't worry, Mahomet Seymour fans.
We
It'll
still
be
like
okay.
you.
We still like you.
You're respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We
know?
appreciate the respect. But like you said, a lot of hype deservedly coming from this Tornadoes crowd. And Leah, it's 52-30. What did you see that you liked in that third quarter?
The hustle, the work ethic. The boys on Taylorville are putting in the work right now, and it is showing. We are up by 22 points. Last year, well, how much did we lose to them the first time we played them in the season?
Let me take a quick look back at the notes. It was 66-18 in that first game.
And we're beating them by 22.
Wow, what a
Wow.
difference.
Yeah.
What a difference. Now, in that second game, they did end up beating them in February, 75-66, but still not a huge margin, only 9 points there. And right now with this 22-point lead, feeling a lot more comfortable for the Tornadoes. They don't feel like they have to make up a ton of ground here in this fourth quarter like they often did last season.
Yeah. Looks like Taylorville is coming out with Clark Durbin, Malik Pierce, Owen Yonker, Baron Odom, and Brock Brown here out on the court start of the fourth quarter.
Now, this guy just ran to the table, but that's okay. Pushed us back just a tad, and it does happen. Taylorville with a 22-point lead, and Purple Rain back right where they started. Odom with a block, huge block. Brown taking it down now. Basket no good.
I don't even know how that happened.
Oh my goodness.
That
Just
was crazy.
wasn't the
Mahomet set
first-
the screen, and still we were able to reach for the ball to block it as it was being screened.
Odom went over the dude, got his hand out there,
Wow.
and just a tremendous display of athleticism from Baron Odom. Taylorville will keep the ball, only 10 seconds strained so far in this final quarter. He finds Brock Brown wide open. Bang! Brock Brown hits a three, 55-30.
14 points tonight for Brock Brown. He's looking great out there.
Mahomet's Wilkins now. Parker taking it in. Will shove it back out, being guarded by Odom, and Yonker with a clear foul there, and he definitely made contact.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay. It's better to see them be physical, I think, and end up coming away with a few of those fouls than not go up with him at all. It's nice to see them challenging there.
Looks like that's Owen's third foul of the night. You got 5. Might as well use them.
And Jackson Golden at the free throw line. Now, yeah, it feels like Mahomet Seymour has subbed out some of their key players, and right now just giving some of their other players a chance to get into this game. Might think that it's too far out of reach, but their key guys like Landon Hanna, Jackson Bone, Malachi Nichols on the bench right now.
Well, it looks like Jackson Golden just missed his second free throw. Jackson is actually a freshman, Anthony,
Wow.
and he is tall.
Yeah, like you said, very tall out there. A lot of height on this Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs team, but nothing that the Tornadoes haven't been able to deal with. Brown now with it, being harassed by Mahomet. He'll look for an open man. Finds Pierce though at the top of the key. Pierce's spin move, now crossover, and some of those smooth handles. Gets it poked away though. Jackson Golden, the freshman, taking it down the court. Yonker should have had a charge there, it looked like, but a deep three connects. That was Miles Woolsey for the three, and it looked like it could have been a charge, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, Taylorville
They could have
will.
taken the charge, and, I mean, we blocked the shot still.
Coach Brown wanted a timeout to reassess right now before Drake Howard got the chance to go in.
Up by 21 currently. Still having a big lead, Anthony. This is a great game. Very energetic in here.
Miles Woolsey leading some of the scoring now with 9 points. But yes, very energetic game, and it's lovely to see the crowd come out and support, especially Purple Rain. As the Tornadoes look to pick up their 3rd win of the season. And in an Apollo Conference matchup, that would be a great spot for the Tornadoes to be, considering how they started the season last year, 0-10, until finally picking up their first win.
Coming out, we got Baron Odom, Drake Howard, Clark Durbin, Malik Pearson, Brock Brown. So starters back on the court for Taylorville.
Odom will inbound to Howard. Howard taking his time, just under 7 minutes. Howard left hand, long drive, can't finish at the rim.
Ooh, that was definitely a double dribble.
Dribbling in there was Parker Henry. He loses it though. Clark Durbin comes away with it. Looks up court, has one man to beat, loses it, and Taylorville will remain possession. Must have been knocked out there by the Bulldogs.
What?
No, one referee signaled that it was our ball, but call was overturned, and the Bulldogs will come away with it. 55-34 here at Dolph Stanley Court.
I'm not sure how that was Mahomet possession, considering it was hit out by a Mahomet player, but it's all right.
Maybe it's one of those new rule changes that we've seen within the IHSA in the past couple of years.
You're blaming it on a rule change?
Slightly being sarcastic there. Clark Durbin now, as Drake Howard hit the deck. Malik Pierce now at the top of the key. He'll dribble it in, and no good. Can't finish on the layup. Wanted a call there, but didn't get it. Bulldogs come away with it. 55-36, tipped by Brock Brown, and Drake Howard recovers. Now quick pass up to Clark Durbin. Durbin lobs it up for Pierce. Pierce cannot get it. Comes away though with the loose ball. Drake Howard at the top of the key. Dribbles right through a Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs player. Purple Red letting him know about it.
That ref was like, what? You fell over. He's like, no.
He wanted a call, but like you said, Drake Howard just kind of dribbled right past him, and the ref knew that there wasn't enough contact there for a charge. Drake Howard with 23 points, shooting 69% from field goal range.
Owen Yonker came in for Clark Durbin, it looks like. Owen's got to be smart here with his fouls, but with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left, I don't think he'll foul out.
Malik Pierce under the basket connects for 2. 57-36 Taylorville. Parker Wilkins with it, takes a 3-pointer for the Bulldogs, cannot hit off the back iron. Brown comes away with the rebound. He's got a lot of them tonight. He'll slow it down and hand it off to Drake Howard. 5 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Over to Pierce. Pierce between the legs, trying to make something work on Isaiah Benson. Over to Brock Brown.
That wasn't a reach there coming from Benson, but it's fine.
A lot of the younger players now getting some minutes for Mahomet Seymour. Howard finds Brown. Brown dribbling with his right. Will stop and take his time here. No rush. Taylorville with a comfortable lead. 4.5 minutes left to go.
Oh, could have hit Owen there on that cut, but it's all right.
Does get to Owen now, who lost it while trying to dribble into the lane, but Brock Brown comes away with it. He'll get a blocking foul call. That was on Parker Wilkins, trying to set his feet, but couldn't do it in time, and Brock Brown induces the blocking foul there. Taylorville will inbound here. Comfortable lead in this final quarter. That one was tipped, and Parker Henry comes away with it for Mahomet. Shoveled over now to Jackson Golden, the freshman, who goes up on his left and secures 2 points.
Purple Rain chanting, "We want Beckmeyer."
Trying to get that sub in from Coach Brown, but so far doesn't get it.
Laughing, he's like, bruh. He's turning beet red in the face. He does not want Purple Rain chanting for him right now.
They hear the crowd. Loose ball comes away with Malik Pierce. He's going to go up for it. But a double dribble called. We haven't seen one thrown down yet. We really wanted that one. He was wide open. And the crowd loves it because guess what, Nalia? Cade Beckmeyer, he goes to the bench. We love to see it. Here he is now, crowd letting him hear it. Cade Beckmeyer, he's got 2 points himself. We'll see if he can come away with any more. Shea Champley also checked in on that one. He goes up for it, and the crowd loves it. Drake Howard now coming up the court quickly with it, dishes it over to Malik Pierce. Pierce over to Champley. Champley taking his time, 3.5 minutes to go. Howard sitting at the top of the key. Over to Brown. Brown makes a man miss.
Not sure how
Cade Beckmeyer in the corner, pump fakes it.
Ooh, good kick, Cade.
Cade Beckmeyer, I don't think, had anyone fooled that he was going to shoot a three-pointer there. Big grab of the jersey there on Malik Pierce. Didn't get the call, though. Coach Brown says just keep rolling it out. Drake Howard got it poked away for a minute.
Oh,
now
nice pass.
Dishes it over to Malik Pierce under to Cade Beckmeyer, but he was blocked from below. They wanted a foul, but don't get it.
Not sure how that wasn't a foul there, but maybe it was all ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It was hard to tell from this angle. Taylorville will keep the possession. Giving it to Drake Howard low. He'll dribble it back out on the near wing. Nice crossover move there. Wide open. He goes up for it. Cannot fall, though. Took a couple of bounces and rolled out. Fights for the rebound, but can't get it. Golden with it from Mahomet. 2:45 left to go in this one. Beckmeyer defending well. Makes a miss, but he gets his own rebound. Goes back up for it.
For a putback.
And he connects 59-40. Shea Champley with it, over to Howard. Howard taking his time surveying his options. Now Howard gets fouled by Parker Wilkins.
Looks like we got number 14, Luke Wheeler, coming in, as well as possibly Landon Bowser?
Yep, looks like he'll get in. Yeah, it's nice to see some of those players who don't get a lot of playing time get in a situation like this. Taylorville with a large, comfortable lead of 19. Shea Champley will inbound it, finds Malik Pierce. Pierce, Champley, Bowser, Beckmeyer, and Wheeler, the 5 in for Taylorville. Pierce through the legs, crossover move, and another foul is called. This time on Isaiah Benson, who was hounding Pierce at the top of the key. Now Purple Rain giving the Bulldogs some advice, some kind advice.
Warm the buses.
Warm them up. We don't want them to have a cold ride home. It's December for crying out loud.
It's cold outside.
Pierce makes his first free throw, although it has been warmer recently, but still not warm by any means. Currently a 44-degree temperature sitting outside. I don't know if that's accurate. I think that's accurate.
Feels colder than me.
It's 61-40 right now.
By 21 points.
Now O'Malley driving in, being guarded by a couple Tornadoes, and who was that foul on?
Guaranteed it was on Beckmeyer.
Guaranteed, and it was. Purple Rain and some dismay. Beckmeyer does get called for that one. He's done well on defense, though.
He's smiling. He is currently smiling after that call. And now he's talking to the other team. Nice. That's just Beckmeyer for you.
We're in a class with Beckmeyer in high school, but you know, misses the free throw. So maybe he knew that he had missed the free throw all along as O'Malley misses his first. Taylorville still leading 61-40. O'Malley's second free throw is good.
Taylorville still leading by 20, Anthony.
Exactly. Still leading by 20. 2 minutes to go. Malik Pierce now still trying to make things happen. It's a nice crossover there on Benson. Smooth like butter.
Smooth like butter.
Criminal undercover. Now over to Wheeler. Oh. Wheeler will pump fake it now, looking for Cade Beckmeyer, who was cutting. But a timeout will be called by Coach Brown.
Anthony, what you thinking?
What am I thinking? I'm thinking that this has been a lovely game played by the Taylorville Tornadoes. A wide scoring spread, but obviously led by Drake Howard and Brock Brown. But overall, the Tornadoes have been doing a great job defensively and offensively, putting up 61 points. Take a look at this replay. A nice drive there, and that was swatted by Baron Odom. Nice play. Again, thank you all for joining us here on this Tuesday evening on Tommy TV, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. Make sure to hit that follow or subscribe button to never miss out on a future Tommy TV broadcast. Have a lot of great basketball season left coming up for you. As Nalia alluded to earlier, it looks like the girls were leading by a good margin against the Mattoon Green Wave. We'll see if we can provide you another update on that soon, but it's nice to see them as well getting a win along with our boys here at Dolph Stanley Court. Tornadoes leading by 20. We'll see if we can get you that score update from from Mattoon right now, as the Lady Tornadoes are playing. We got an ad, though, for something on the Huddle live stream. Don't worry, we'll skip past that as soon as possible. Final 2 minutes, Beckmeyer inbounds to Pierce. Pierce driving with his left, gets it swatted away, tried to save it, but cannot do so. He's a little upset, but Tornadoes with a 20-point comfortable lead.
Looks like there's about 5 minutes left for the girls' game over at Mattoon, and they are winning 61-15.
So great news from over in Mattoon as Paxton O'Malley hits a 3. Shea Champley putting the moves on Mahomet a little bit. Back over to Pierce now. Pierce tried to find a cutting Bowser, but he was guarded too well. Kicks out to Champley instead. Champley drives in, back out to Pierce. Pierce finds Wheeler under the basket, goes up with the left hand, no good. Benj wanted to see him score that one. Just over a minute left now, as O'Malley hits the nice river layup, 46-61.
Anthony, I'm not going to lie. The Mahomet bench looks defeated.
Absolutely, and how can you not be coming in with a 4-2 record, looking for another Apollo Conference win? And just a tough one here tonight, a lot to look back at for that team. And for the coaching staff, we'll see what they want to improve on, but Coach Brown did a great job tonight. That 3 is shot and missed by Wheeler. Cade Beckmeyer, though, wrestled a man to the ground, and he comes up with the ball. Looks like a Mahomet player is down.
Mahomet player is down. Cade had his arms fully wrapped around that player, too.
Yeah, and if you know Beckmeyer, you know that he's strong. Looks like he is getting up.
I think he bashed, like he hit, okay, I'm gonna explain this.
Okay, we're ready.
Cade had his arms wrapped around him, kinda, but the ball and his chin hit the ground at the same part, and so I think that his face hit off of the ball, I think.
And that's not comfortable.
No,
not
especially whenever Cade is laying on top of you. Like.
And Cade Beckmeyer's a big boy. He was trying to rip that ball away. He's got some, big with muscles. He's got a lot of muscles, and he was proving it right there as he almost ripped that ball away. But
instead, he just fell on top of the kid.
And that works too sometimes. Big shout out to Mr. Hadley, who's out there on the cleanup crew tonight, wiping up that scene.
Yep.
1 minute remaining in this ball game. Coach Brown giving some instruction to his younger players.
Looks like we got Hudson and Michael in the game, Shea Champley, Luke Wheeler, Cade Beckmeyer, and Landon Bowser for the Taylorville Tornadoes.
Shea Champley dishes it out to Luke Wheeler, who loses control, is able to scramble back and get it, trying to find somebody, and finds Champley. Champley gets his pocket picked, but not before a foul can be called on Paxton O'Malley. Champley will go to the line to shoot 2, as Taylorville is in the bonus. Champley connects on his first. A lot of energetic moments from this game. Nilia will break it all down for you post-game. Again, thank you for tuning in on Tommy TV. As Champley connects for his second, makes it 46-63.
Oh.
Spin move now into the basket by Jackson Golden, and he connects for 2.
To me, it looked like he picked up the ball and threw it back down. So I'm not sure how that worked, but it did. Ooh.
Beckmeyer goes up for the floater, cannot fall. And that one rolls off the edge. Just under 20 seconds to go. That ball is inbounded now. That is Parker Henry, who cannot hit the float shot. Shea Champley now dribbling up the court. Final 10 seconds. And it looks like we will let this one unwind. Your final here from Dolph Stanley Court. It's your Taylorville Tornadoes 63, Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs 48. What an amazing game played by the Taylorville Tornadoes. A lot to break down from this Apollo Conference win. We'll have it all for you right here on Post Game. Malia, an amazing game they played all around.
I'd agree. Coach Matier up in the stands with his fist up in the air. Heck yeah.
He's letting them know that they played a great game tonight. A lot of energy, a lot of physicality for it all.
Update for the Taylorville girls. Minute left with the score being 70-15. Taylorville leads.
Taylorville players happy after that win. Some Purple Rain members sticking around to let them know nice job. Have to break down for you some stats tonight because a lot of high scoring, specifically from Drake Howard tonight, who led the way with, I believe, 23 and a heck of a lot of threes.
Yeah.
As well as Brock Brown, who made some nice shots under the basket, but had a couple threes of his own. Crowd letting the boys know, nice job. Got another Apollo Conference win happening over in Mattoon as the girls team will pick up a win against the Mattoon Green Wave. Thank you again all for tuning in here live on Tommy TV. We appreciate all of you watching at home on YouTube or Facebook. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Soon here we will send it over to some of our sideline girls on standby. But before we do, what other notes or comments do you have for this one? Such an energetic one overall.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know how to put it into words. That was one of the best games I think I've seen Taylorville play, if I'm being completely honest here.
A lot of energy, a lot of motivation from all these players, and a nice job all around.
Yeah.
We're going to break down as well a post-game interview with Coach Brown, so make sure to stick around for that. It'll be great to hear what kind of insight he has. And as the boards say, Tornado victory. So that will wrap it up here. Again, the final being 63-48. So we will go ahead and send this one over to our crew who is standby in Landry and Haley. Right there, right in front of us.
Okay. Good evening, Tornado Nation. And the final score here tonight was 63-48 with the Tornadoes coming out on top. What a great game. The energy was so high and both teams did great.
That's right, Landry. Purple Rain really came out for this matchup. Coming up is an interview with head coach Ryan Brown. Don't go anywhere.
Interview coming soon with head coach Ryan Brown. Again, while we have a minute, might as well talk about our CEO bingo night again. That's happening tomorrow.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing.
Wow, that's great. Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you go ahead and talk us through that a little bit, Malia?
Okay, so tomorrow night, CEO is hosting a bingo night at the Moose Lodge.
And welcome back, guys. Thank you all for tuning in again. We'll go ahead and mention one more time our CEO Bingo next. I'm not sure if we were talking during that point or not, but just again, really quick, we'll mention it tomorrow night, the CEO Bingo, which is Holly Jolly themed, get you in the Christmas spirit.
Yep, Holly Jolly.
Holly Jolly themed. And you mentioned, Aaliyah, while we were off, that you were disappointed about a couple of things, and what were those?
Well, sadly enough, we did not see Tommy Tornado, the mascot, out here.
Yeah, where was he?
I don't know.
I think they're conducting tryouts, so maybe he was warming up, maybe taking a break. What was number 2?
That's true. Number 2, we didn't see a dunk. We saw attempts at the dunk, but we didn't see anyone put one down tonight.
A lot of close tries, like you said. Let's go ahead and look forward. So after this win, after Mahomet, the next game for the boys will be an away game at Mattoon. Mattoon is currently sitting at a 2-7 record, so hopefully another big Apollo Conference win for the Tornadoes coming up. So stay tuned for the next broadcast. After that, we do have a game, as we are on the jumbotrons here at Dolph Stanley Court, by the way. So hello to the 7 fans that are sticking around. But besides that, after that game, we have a tournament coming up in the winter, so be staying tuned for that as well, because that will be super exciting to catch for our boys team. We will not be streaming the home game versus Manuka, but it looks like we will be coming back with the tournament, which again starts on the 26th with Jacksonville.
That is the Taylorville Holiday Tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, the Holiday Tournament. I think you're right. That's always exciting for the Tornadoes, and hopefully with this kind of reconstructed team and offense that Coach Brown has been working on, we can see them come out with a better result than in previous years. But always a good tournament. Make sure to come out and say hi. We hope you all have a great holiday break and have some time to come out and do that with us. We are still awaiting Coach Brown to come out of the tunnel here, giving a good long speech to his boys, and they deserve it because they played an amazing game here tonight. Again, thank you all for tuning in on Tommy TV. Make sure to stay tuned. We're going to have an interview with Coach Brown coming soon. We hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving break, and hope you're all ready to enjoy the holidays.
Yeah, I think this was a great broadcast to send the holidays on in. Right?
Absolutely. Great game to send us off here before we do pick up another home game. Again, there will be a home game on the 21st versus Manuka, but that's not currently on our broadcast schedule. We'll keep you guys updated as far as that status goes, but holiday tournament again starting on the 26th. Pick up a win as well as the boys on the same night. Boys improved to 3-4, and they have a very real chance of evening out their record to 4-4, because like we mentioned, a game versus Mattoon, which is very doable for this Tornadoes team. Mattoon sitting at 2-7 right now, has lost both their Apollo Conference games, so it'll be exciting to see what the Tornadoes can do away in Mattoon. And one of those losses was to Mahomet Seymour, 82-74, so a very high-scoring game, and we'll see what happens after that. Coach Brown currently having an interview with the radio just to our right, so as soon as he's done with that, we'll have one of our talent over here to talk to him themselves. But a great game again played for our boys tonight.
And then you by chance know the record of the girls currently?
The girls, you know what? I do not, but we can take a look. We'll go ahead and pull up our trusty old Max Preps. Max Preps is a great source.
Free marketing there, right?
5-4. However, once the game today versus Mattoon is over, we'll be sitting at 6-4. So not an amazing record for the girls to be at, but we have seen that deal with some struggles earlier in the season. So overall, looking to pick up a win tonight and continue that win streak, because after this Mattoon game, they will be at Mahomet Seymour and then finally back home for their tournament as well versus Trinity.
They haven't had a single regular season home game yet this season.
No, not yet. And that's just crazy to think about with the schedule. Yeah. Our first regular season home game for the girls will be on January 3rd. So they have a long homestand after that, facing Springfield, Williamsville, MacArthur, Mater Dei, Effingham, and Charleston, all at home. That'll take us up until the 23rd, where they will finally go to Alton for an away game. So a long homestand. Make sure to catch all of those games right here on Tommy TV's Facebook or YouTube pages. But like we said, a lot of home games from the girls. Hopefully they can pick up some W's along the way. Their next opponent will be Mahomet Seymour, who is currently sitting at 7-4 in the girls' league. We'll see how they can play and match up against that team, because they are pretty good as well. They did end up losing to Effingham in their Apollo Conference game. They did beat Charleston and Mount Zion by a reasonable amount.
Same as us. I think that the girls have a lot to give and they have a lot to bring this season. I think that there's a lot of connecting that still needs figured out with them. But I know that they'll connect eventually and they'll play as one. And I think right now the boys are starting to recognize playing as one is winning as one.
And they're picking up their groove again with that a lot, finding those passes like you said. What was your pass analogy? Smart passes, smart plays. Smart plays, exactly. And we saw a lot of that here tonight. Taylorville Tornadoes spreading out the ball equally, getting it into the hands of their scorers though, and letting players like Drake Howard, Baron Odom, and Brock Brown make those plays like you're seeing right now under the basket or wherever they can be. Drake Howard with a nice layup miss right there, but we saw Clark Drummond come flying in on that play. Another layup for him. It's good to see him getting some minutes as well. He had a nice game tonight, forcing a lot of turnovers as well on the defensive end. Big shout out to Tommy TV for these replays right now. Thank you guys up in the broadcast booth. And big shout out to our entire crew working tirelessly out here to give us the best broadcast possible. Our camera people, graphics, replay, audio producers, directors, talent. And I guess we deserve a little bit of credit, but not too much. All goes back to our amazing crew. Man, we did, I suppose. But again, thank you for tuning in. Coach Brown finishing up his radio interview here. We'll be standing by. We have Landry Solomon, who will be conducting an interview of her own with him shortly. We'll get some insight from him before we send you all on your way. We saw who had a lot of minutes tonight and made the most of them, had some amazing plays defensively, but a lot offensively as well. Looks like Coach Brown is finished up, so we will go ahead whenever Landry is ready and send it over to them.
I'm joined here by head coach Ryan Brown. So, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. You called Mr. Brown there instead of Ryan Brown, but that's okay, Landry. We're all right.
So after dropping our first 3 games, we came back strong to win this one tonight. How do you think this, what do you attribute to this turnaround?
Well, our defense was lights out tonight. I thought we were just so focused for 32 minutes tonight on defense. I thought we were more physical than them. I thought we just anticipated passes really well. And, we just did all sorts of little things. We were diving on the floor better than what they were. And defense, I think we kept them to 19 points in the first half. And then we had great lockdown defense again in the third. So I was just so proud of our guys playing that well defensively tonight. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of points, we saw Drake scoring a lot of points for tonight. So what do you think the scoring, does it help the team? Well, sure, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. If Drake gets going, we feel a little bit better about life. It's no secret. We need Drake to shoot the ball for us to be successful. So when he gets going early, everybody starts feeling really confident out there if Drake's able to get some buckets. So, Drake was fantastic tonight, just virtually unguardable.
All right. Thank you for your time, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Landry.
Have a great night, Tornado Nation. And thank you for sticking around for the interview.
You're watching Tommy TV.